Title: Skincare. Written by Hai Peng. Do you really think I look old? One night, your boyfriend asked while you were in the middle of your evening routine. You look up and catch his reflection in the mirror. Foam in your face and on your hands, your hair pulled back by a fluffy headband. What's that now? You asked him to repeat, and Nanami, who leaned in the doorway, frowned. Do you really think I look old? He asked again. You could see by his serious look that he wanted an honest answer, so you straightened your back and turned around. Is this because of what I said this morning? You carefully asked and ignored the water running down your arms as you held them up like a surgeon in an OR. Nanami scratched his head and avoided your face. Not just today. You tend to say it a lot. I mean it as a joke. I'm sorry if I hurt you by doing that. Why didn't you just say something? What a useless question of you to ask. Neither was Nanami great with words, nor does he spill out his emotions. However, he is a little bit conceited. In the way he was meticulously ironing his shirts and made sure his tie did not have a single stain, even though no one would notice with that pattern. But you never thought he would care much about how old he was or looked. The two of you didn't have that much of a significant age gap, and making fun of it was part of why he fell in love with you. Or rather, the way you effortlessly joke with him about anything despite his serious attitude. But apparently, it had been bugging him to the point where he finally admitted it. I am not hurt, he stated in his usual clear manner, which made it so easy for you to avoid misunderstandings. But I was thinking if it might be a bad thing that I look old. Now that you knew he wasn't mad or anything, your usual smile returned on your face. First of all, I think age looks good in men, much better than on women. You know what they say about certain things getting better with age? Like wine? That is not what the saying means. Probably, but I think it suits you. Though, if you want to do something against it, you could stop frowning all the time. Nanami, frowning heavily at what you just said, scoffed. I don't, maybe I do that. It's because you work so much, the stress is giving you wrinkles. You commanded him to step closer with the motion of your hand and signed him to sit down on the rim of the tub. After washing off the now dried out foam and putting on a cream, you took off the headband. Take off your glasses. You chuckled to yourself as he did as he was told. You loved how obeying he was. Gojo once told you that it was really hard to get Nanami to do one a favor or make him run errands, which you found insane because back then, whenever you asked Nanami for something, he would do it. Back then, when you didn't know how hard he was falling for you. This self side of him never showed outside your apartment, or even when it did, it was surfacing so vaguely that only you would notice. So Nanami took them off, expounding how he wasn't able to see anything, and you just laugh at his try to complain. He never complained. He always only played out facts to only strengthen his arguments. You pulled the headband over his head and pushed back his still damp hair. Are you trying your products on me? He asked, laying his arms around your waist while you stood in front of him, googling some products on your phone and figure out what was best to use on him. No, I am using my knowledge to figure out how to make your skin softer. A smile curled the corner of his lips. Why does my skin have to be softer? Is shave not soft enough? Listen, do you want to look younger or not? How will a cream make me look younger? You shrug. It won't make you look 28. Nanami squeezed you. What do you mean not 28? I am 28. You laugh and try not to spill the serum you were applying onto your hands. Let me finish. So he anticipated your answer, observing your hands, which landed onto his cheeks with a smacking sound just the second you spilled out. But it will definitely make you look 35 when you're actually 35. You laughed and dabbed the product onto his face. I honestly don't get why you joke about this. You are the one who looks like she's having a sugar daddy. The two of you laugh. Aren't you kind of my sugar daddy though? We work at the same school, and don't make that joke. I heard it from Mei too many times. You shrug. At least Gojo doesn't make fun about you anymore for dating me. Nanami closed his eyes and sighed, while you traced his wrinkles with your thumb and took a close look at every corner of his face. He mumbled, "He now makes fun of me for dating a colleague. That's not much of an improvement." "Oh yes, because he has the moral high ground to judge us, hmm?" You massaged the spot between his eyebrows. That one deep furrow that was on his face all day every day. The one that made him look so stern. He took a deep breath and let out a deep, relaxed grunt. "Can you do that more often?" he asked, his eyes still closed shut. "Of course." You reassure and place a soft kiss on his forehead. "Sure thing."